couple of good friends. What more could you add to make it special? Well, I'll tell you what you can add. You can add shitloads of money, gambling, round robins, teasers. We have it all here on Brunch Betting. That's right. It's XFL Jim, Chase, Lupine Fiasco, Sessoms, and Erik, Uncle Rico Magoo, giving you the best sports plays you can find. That's right, bitches. It's Brunchtime Betting. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Brunchtime Betting. As always, it is me, XFL Jim.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the XFL.
Joined, as always, by one Chase, Lupine Fiasco, Sessoms. And, of course, Erik, a.k.a. Uncle fucking Rico.
Wow.
What up, boys?
Wow.
That's like some heat, dude. I love it.
What up?
Yeah.
How you guys feeling?
Feeling
good.
great, man. Feel like strangely energized after that eagle scream a little bit.
That's why I wanted to do that one. It feels good. That one really makes you feel good. So it's a new month, a new time, a new life. It is June 1st, and the NBA Finals are set. It's the Celtics versus the Mavericks. Are you guys excited for these? The playoffs have been very fun. I'm excited for this matchup.
To win
I
this
am
game
too.
by more than two.
Yeah, I think it's a fun matchup. I think it's a better matchup than they're giving anybody, they're giving Dallas credit for, just because if you look at what Luka and Kyrie are doing together, what they averaged 35 points each in that last series together. Yeah, that's insanity. So I think there's a big two against a big two, and it should be a pretty good matchup.
What are you looking forward to?
I'm
Erik?
sitting on a huge ticket for Kyrie Irving to win MVP of the finals, which he's going to be motivated against Boston. It's kind of a weird matchup, though. Dallas is elite defending the rim, invites people to shoot three-pointers. Celtics just live shooting threes. They attempted the most three-pointers in the NBA this year. So it's going to be interesting to see if Kidd, who's actually a pretty good defensive coach, what adjustments he looks to make to combat that, and how Luka does on the big stage. Did you guys see Luka in the locker room with the beer?
No.
Yeah, and who took it from him? One of the coaches took it from him?
Finley, one of the guys in the front office. He was there with his old man drinking a beer after the game. Finley just came by and was like, nope, just took the beer away from him. Nope. Because, like, they asked him, what does he do for his recovery? Like, this is why I like Luka. They're like, what do you do for recovery? He's like, I have a recovery beer.
You just got to have the one.
That's all you need.
Yeah, just do one. I wish you would have shotgunned it.
I think it was like a Budweiser, too.
I'm looking at it right now. I can't. I'm zooming in. I'm doing the research right now. It's got a star on it.
Vince Coro wondering if it's the same Finley from the Spurs. This is also the same Finley who played for the
Michael Finley from the
Timberwolves.
Mavs. Michael Finley from the Mavs.
There we go. I thought he played for the Timberwolves for a little bit. I'm probably wrong, though.
I'm going to see if they say in the article what type of beer it was. Nope. It's impossible to tell. I just see that it has a star. It does not look like a Budweiser. Confirmed.
It would be great.
By the way, we got
like,
an international viewer here, Jimmy D, all the way from Glasgow. What's up,
Hell
Jimmy D?
yeah. I always appreciate when people can actually comment on Twitter, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
But in personal news, for me, my league, the UFL, is also ending its regular season. Today and tomorrow, the last two games of the regular season. We're coming to an end. I think next week I think we could talk about. Well, have you guys thought the season's gone so far for the United Football League?
I think it's a tale of two halves of the league. There's a really good half of the league, and there's a really bad half of the league. And I think that, you had some really electric games But you also had some really kind of, seemed kind of uncompetitive because like the Stallions are so good, that sort of thing.
I would say just flat out personally, based on how fast the training camp was and how quickly we felt they were scrambling to get the season ready and doing whatnot, thought it was really good. Thought it was really fun. I hate the Lakers chiming in. Too many teams sucked. 4 teams, I would say, were just straight up bad for like a part of it.
Yeah.
And even like DC was just mid. They weren't like bad.
Yeah. DC was mid, but like Houston was bad. Sports Facts has a good point, which is it's football. I can't complain. True.
DC Defender's quarterback is bad. I mean, he's like really bad. I thought he was going to be pretty good this year going into it. Really disappointed what I saw with him. Michigan Panthers, I think their coaching has been great. And I think Brahmas, their coaching has been great. If you just kind of look at the rosters, I think the Battlehawks and the Stallions are just head and toes above everybody. Panthers and the Brahmas have the coaching advantage.
I agree with these points. You boys ready to do some picking?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Chase, since you weren't here last week, we'll start off with you. What do you got going on, Chase?
I'm gonna let it slide. I'm taking it to the ice. I'm playing tonight's playoff game, New York Rangers, Florida Panthers. I've got the Rangers on the money line here in Game 6 to push this to a Game 7 back in New York. They've been like 1 for 6 on their last on power plays recently, and like that's what they do is they score power play goals. I think that they'll get back to having a strong kind of power play. Also, I just think they'll be extra motivated to push this game to Game 7. So I'm taking the New York Rangers money line plus 145.
I like that. Sports Facts chiming in. Erik, what are you eating?
Well, I'm trying to stay with the theme of the show, a little brunch betting. Every week I make these little, I guess they call them yogurt parfaits. Just plain yogurt, scoop of protein powder, and protein granola. It's 50 grams of protein in this bad boy, boys. 50 grams. Boom.
I respect that. I did my brunch earlier. I had leftover Red Lobster of Brussels sprouts, stuffed mushrooms, and the bread, the Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Oh.
But Erik, that leads me to my next
love
question.
a Cheddar Bay biscuit.
Oh, it's so good. What's your first pick, Erik?
Excuse me. I am going down to H-Town. Give me the Astros here, minus 122. Ryan on the mound for the Twins. Astros top 7 for the month against right-handed pitching for the season. Top 4. Ryan, when you look at it, he has struggled against the hitters that the Astros are going to have going today. Valdez for the Astros has been great against the Twins. I think it's a great matchup. I think the Astros bounce back after losing last night 6-1. I'll take the Astros full game minus 124.
I like that. My bets are thus. My first one. I'm going to do a little MLB parlay, going with the baseball theme. I got the Blue Jays and the Orioles, both money line for a nice plus 172. My square, sharp mind when it comes to baseball sees 2 favorites. And it's just like, hey, these are 2 favorites. I like how they've been playing these last couple games. I like how they looked. I think they're both going to win. Give me a number with a plus sign in front of it instead of 2 numbers with a minus sign. So plus 172, Blue Jays and Orioles.
Okay.
Chase, what do you got next?
I'm going to take it to the oval, the dirt oval. I'm talking horse racing, Churchill Downs, race 8, the Shawn E Stakes. I've got 2 overlays that I really like in this over the favorite Kajira. And it's the 5 Bellamore, who ran a bang-up race in the Houston Ladies Classic at Sam Houston, bounced after shipping to Oaklawn Park, got some much-needed time on the shelf, so hopefully she fires today. And this horse has all sorts of just back class, been running in a lot of, good stakes races. And if Steven Asmussen, the trainer, can get this one to fire first off the layoff, then it's a dangerous horse at 8-1. And then the 9 Hidden Connection at 12-1. This horse should be on the lead and that just might be enough if this track comes up wet, like I'm thinking it will, and gets one of my favorite young jocks up, Raylu Gutierrez, and should get an aggressive ride. I like this one along with the 5 to upset Kajira, so I'm going to play a $5 exact of 5-9 with 5-6-9.
And Let's Make Some Money's asking, any big carryovers today, Chase?
Let me take a look. Nothing I've heard of, but we'll see.
Erik, what are you rolling with next? I do have one horse play, but that'll be later.
I'm going to Boston, but let me flip my hat around. I'm taking my Tigers. Minus 112 for the first 5. Olsen is having a great season for the Tigers. 1.92 ERA, whip 1.04. For the month of May, 0.64 ERA, 0.785. The reason why his record is so bad, he's just getting any runners support. That is going to be due to right the norm, so to speak, more regression. Criswell is going for the Red Sox, 2-2, 4.19 ERA, 1.2222 whip. For the month of May, 6.04 ERA whip is all the way up to 0.138. Is coming off a 4-inning performance against the Orioles last game. Gave up 7 hits, 7 runs, 15.75 ERA, not in good form. Tigers top 10 offense versus right-handed pitching for the month of May. I think they're going to be able to get Criswell. I think Olsen's due for some run support. I'll take the Tigers minus 112 for the first 5.
I like that move. I'm sticking with baseball for my next one. I'm going to college baseball, and I'm taking JMU minus 3.5 versus Bryant. JMU, solid baseball team. We're getting into the postseason right now. Give me the Dukes all day here.
When is the College World Series?
It's in June. It's later. It's in a couple of weeks, I think, because they're doing the regionals right now. We'll have the super regionals next weekend, and then the weekend after that is the College World Series.
Yep, June 14th to June 24th.
So
God,
the day after the XFL championship.
Actually,
that's a long ass time for it.
That Friday is the 2 days before the UFL championship. Yes. And then Alex was asking, is there any ELF bets? I've tried for the life of me to find them. It's so hard for me to find actual wagers and whatnot for the European League of Football. It sucks because I've looked.
Yeah.
Indoor Football League has them, but the only one of the 3 of us that can actually bet IFL is Erik.
This guy.
You've been looking for a book that will offer X League and ELF for years now. Yeah. So since I've known you, you've been looking for a book.
The ELF is the European League of Football. Oh, Alex chiming in. I think you need a German address to bet him. Jesus
Christ.
Chase, what's your third play?
Let me address some questions before I give it here. First, are there any big carryovers today? No, there are not. There's one super high 5 carryover at Golden Gate Park, but to get it, you have to hit the super high 5. That's no easy task. And then I Hate the Lakers asked, isn't the Belmont at Saratoga this year? That's right. It is Bellatoga, and it would also be run at 1.25 miles, the same distance as the Kentucky Derby, as opposed to the 1.5 miles, the distance they traditionally run the Belmont at. So Bellatoga Stakes at Belmont. So my third play is race 10 at Churchill Downs, which is the Blame Stakes, a grade 3. I've got a win bet and an exacta here. I'm going a win on the 3 War Campaign, who should be sitting behind the pace on the rail, biding time. If this comes up wet, then the horse has some off-track chops to fall back on. The early pace should be so hot that I expect a horse from this wave of first-run horses to not only win, but also round out the exacta. I'm also going to bet that horse to win. In the exacta in first place, I'm also going to use the 5 Tappet Trice, who is likely the classiest horse in the race after some big showings in the Travers and the Belmont. And then to round out the exacta, I'll use the 9 Cagliostro at 6-1. It's got some competitive figures and comes from the wave of pace I want my horses to come out of in this race. So we're going to do a win bet on the 3 and then an exacta 3-5 with 3-5-9.
Chase, I have a question for you.
Sure.
If I was looking at spicy at the horse track today and I had $100, which track has the best races?
Churchill Downs, hands down.
Okay.
They're doing a prep day for Stephen F. Foster Day. They've got like a all stakes pick 6 or pick 5 or something going on. So
when is Stephen A. Austin Day?
Stephen F. Foster Day. It is. I'm actually not sure. It's usually in the middle of this month. I have a feeling it's probably 2 to 3 weeks out.
Isn't it? It's like a late race, isn't it? They start like at 4 and they go into the night.
Yeah, it's twilight. It's racing under the lights, which is always pretty fun.
I like that. Erik, what's your third play?
I'm going up to the MKE. Give me the excuse me. Give me the Brewers first 5 -0.5 at +108. Gasser has been great since being called up from Milwaukee. 2-0, 1.96 ERA, 0.956 WHIP. If you take out the Marlins game, ERA 0.6, WHIP 0.689. He's been lights out. Against lefties for the season, the White Sox worst offense for the month of May, 6th worst offense. So I think they're going to struggle to get to Gasser. Crochet is going for the White Sox, who's a lefty. Brewers top 10 offense versus lefty pitching for the month of May. I think the spot where the White Sox were going to beat the Brewers were last night. Obviously, their bullpen kind of gave it away. Brewers are going to be a little bit more focused this one. They got the kid going who's going to bring it, who's been lights out. So I'll take the Brewers first 5 -0.5 +108.
My last play. I'm going to my sport, the UFL. I'm going to the Panthers versus the Stallions. Both teams not really playing for anything. The Stallions kind of have the USFL division locked up. The only way the Panthers can get the #1 spot is if they beat the Stallions by 21 or more points. I think they're both just going to be resting people. Give me the under 43.5 in this game. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. We got any round robins today, boys? Because I got something. I got a little bit.
I'm going to play a little daily double in the horse races.
What do you got, Chase?
All right, so the daily double is going to be in Churchill Downs race 7 and end in Churchill Downs race 8. Race 7 is the Aristides Stakes. You've got a free square, absolute free square in this race with the 3 Skelly, who is an absolute sprinting freak for Steven Asmussen. And I really think that Skelly runs away with this. So I'm using that as a single in the first leg of the daily double. And then to round it out, I'm going to use the 2 horses that I liked in the 8th that I mentioned in the exacta, the 5 and 9, the 5 Bellamore, and the 9 Hidden Connection.
I hate the Lakers asking, what does a free square mean?
A free square, all right, think of like your bingo card where there's that free square in the middle that everyone gets. A free square is like essentially saying a horse is a lock to win. The reason that it's locked to win and I'm not betting it to win is it's a heavy favorite, and it means that most likely there's no value in the win pool. So I'm having to manufacture value out of playing it in the daily double or playing it in an exacta or trifecta.
Erik, what do you got rolling with us?
Mine, I'm going across 4 different sports.
Beautiful.
Give me the Brewers -0.5 for the first 5 in MLB. Next one, we're going overseas. Champions League today is finals, my friends. Give me no goal in the first half of the Champions League. Next one, we're going Rangers and Canes, no goal for the first 10 minutes. And then in UFC, we're taking Edwards +164.
And then Let's Make Some Money was asking, what's your favorite UFC bet?
Edwards at +300 to win via decision.
I'm just doing a 3-teamer this time. I got the Brahmas money line versus the Battlehawks.
Ooh.
I got the Erik, I'm taking the Twins.
Oh, Jimbo, we're going head to head.
And I'm rolling with Chase on the Rangers. That is my 3-team little parlay. As a parlay, it's 11-27. You can also take them straight up as a nice little round robin. And then, Let's Make Some Money says it's teaser time for old Jim. I will say this. Really hard to find something to make a teaser with the sports you have available right now. really,
Oh my God,
really
are we going to
difficult.
Japanese basketball?
No, so what I did is Chase made a little statement about the free square horse in race 7.
Oh, God.
So what am I going to do? I'm going to bet Skelly to show.
That is the most pussy thing I've heard in my life, Jim.
What race is this, dude? What fucking race is this?
Chase, I had to. I had to.
It's race 7 at Churchill Downs.
I had to, Chase.
Jim.
Yeah. That's
I had to do
thank you
something
for
as frustrating as a teaser.
Are you gonna put $2 on it?
I put 5.
Whew. I really want you to enjoy your $6.50 when that
it'll be
comes
nice.
through. I
It'll
want
be-
you to just
It'll be real nice.
go to Wendy's, dollar menu it up with your $6.50 after you
It was 4 to 5. Oh my God, dude.
And then Vince is coming in asking post picks topic. He has a dynasty rookie draft today. He wants 3 running back or wide receiver sleepers.
Oh shit, dude. I can do this. Hold on, man.
I was gonna say this is Eric's fucking wheelhouse right now. He's salivating.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, speaking of which, Erik, don't forget to put your fucking UFL lineup if you want to today.
Oh shit, dude. You're gonna have to send that to me at the end.
I'll send it to you. We had to make some adjustments because McFarland is out.
So this guy wants sleepers, not the obvious team people, right?
Yes, he's saying sleepers. Rookie sleepers.
All right. I'm trying to pull up my spreadsheet.
While you're doing that, I'll
it's in a
get a lineup
spreadsheet.
for you. Of course.
I live on spreadsheets, dude.
You guys are the spreadsheet duo here.
All right, here we go.
I don't do sheets anymore, not since the accident.
A couple sleepers. Tyrone Tracy of the Giants. Vidai of the Chargers. And Burton of the Bengals. They're my sleeps.
I don't know who any of those people are, so they got to be real sleepers.
Vidai's the guy from Troy. He's going to go in for the Chargers. He'll probably be their starting running back by the end of the season. I mean, Tracy drafted by the Giants. I mean, do we really think Singletary is going to last the whole season? He was a touchdown machine in college. And the last one, Burton from Alabama, high touted recruit, didn't live up to the hype at Alabama because of the quarterback play. He's coming in. He's going to be the new T. Higgins. They drafted him early so he can take over for T. Higgins. He's going to be the number 2 there.
All right. I like everything that I'm hearing right there.
So-
The spreadsheet don't lie.
I'll give our
Well, then
updated.
obviously the
Okay.
backup running back for the Saints, whose name I'm spacing on right now, but he's not a rookie. I don't know if he's going to be around, but the guy from TCU, whose name I'm fucking spacing on, but he should be on a roster.
I will give our updated DraftKings lineup too because we had to take out McFarland
Oh,
because
it's what I need right now.
I got it right here. You ready for it, Erik?
Oh no, I gotta get a fucking pen that works.
I'm doing something you don't like, but we could switch it up if you want to.
Oh god.
So-
Yeah.
No. We just had to replace one player.
All right, QB,
Luis Perez.
Prezi. All right,
Yep.
RB,
It is Mark Thompson still.
Thompson. WR/TE.
Chris Rowland,
Roland from what team?
DC.
All right. WR tight end.
Sal Cannella, our boy from the
Big
Renegades.
Sally. All right, flex.
First flex, we had to switch it. We went with Morgan Ellison. He is the backup for the Brahmas run game.
Morgan Ellison.
He's the only running back they have now.
All right, flex.
We went with Justin Hall for the Houston Roughnecks. So we do have what you said that you don't like the running back wide receiver on the same team. We could replace him with David Davis, who was also in that game, who was like the only player for Memphis who was any good. But the issue is we don't know who the quarterback is for the Showboats.
What the guy's name? Hall?
Yeah, it's Justin Hall.
All right. So Perez, Thompson, Roland, Sal, Morgan, Hall, and who's the defense?
We were with the Renegades.
I'll put this in right now so I don't forget.
There you go, folks. Any other parting words from you guys before we dip out of here?
Zip it up and zip it out.
I like that.
What
do you got, Erik?
I got nothing.
Nothing?
I cannot top that.
Later, everybody. This has been Brunchtime Betting. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week.